So Mean Girls 2 is directed by Melanie Merrin and stars Megan Martin, Mara Walsh and Jennifer Stone. So Mean Girls 2 tells its story about a new group of high school girls, also known as the Plastics, would do anything to humiliate the newcomer Jo. They are so successful in doing so, but Jo, who was played by Megan Martin, and her best friend, who was played by Jennifer Stone, plan to retaliate back. That's basically the plot for this film. I can't tell you how much this film was a disgrace to the first Mean Girls. I loved the first Mean Girls. I thought the first one was charming, funny, heartwarming really. Everything that was in the first Mean Girls that I liked wasn't in this one, which made me so mad whilst watching, because honestly I loved Mean Girls. This doesn't feel like Mean Girls. It feels like a parody of Mean Girls. It feels like a spoof comedy of Mean Girls. They're trying to parody Mean Girls. This doesn't feel like Mean Girls at all. It just feels like an absolute parody of a film I love. I loved Mean Girls, but I didn't like the sequel. This just annoyed me. I mean, it was just annoying, really. I did not like this film at all. Okay, where to start? The cast. Terrible cast. Didn't like the cast at all. I thought the characters in this film were very, very forgettable, and I didn't want to know them after I watched this film. The direction. Awful. That's all I got to say, really. The cinematography, awful. Screenplay, the writing has nothing to it. So the writing is terrible. The music, this doesn't feel like a Mean Girls film. It feels like a Disney film instead. Not a joke. Have you seen this film? Good. Don't watch it. This doesn't have any good music whatsoever in this film. So that's all I've got to say, really. So this film was a horrible film. I thought Jack and Jill was bad. I thought The Roommates was bad. But anyways, this isn't as worse as Jack and Jill. No, it's not as worse as Jack and Jill. But is it on par with The Roommate? Yes, it is. Both of those films suck. Didn't like those films. But this, I don't know where they begin with this one. No way. I can't tell you how much of a disgrace this was to the first Mean Girls. I can't tell you how unnecessary the sequel was. No one has asked for the sequel to this film. No one's asked for it. And not many people have even saw this film, so no need to make a sequel to one of my favourite comedies of all time. The first act in this film is absolutely terrible. The second act in this film is absolutely pointless. The third act in this film is absolutely garbage. Okay, now it's time for my overall rating. This film wasn't funny. This film wasn't smart. This film was absolutely pointless. I am giving Mean Girls 2. Yep, you guys saw this coming. I'm giving Mean Girls 2 0 out of 5 stars. Guys, if you have not yet seen Mean Girls 2, please, please don't see this film or abomination, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, if you liked this film, I am so glad for you. I'm not telling you you shouldn't like this film, because it's your own opinion, and I'm so glad you like this film, and I respect your opinion. So that's my rant out the way. So if you want to see more of my reviews, subscribe to Lewis Magic Movie Reviews. Comment down below if you agree with me on my review, and hit the like button if you like my reviews. And I'll see you next time for my next review. Bye!